boys and girls. You're tuning into Hello on Two on your Tuesday afternoon. Yay!
That's right, guys. A brand new week, and we have some power-packed issues to be addressing.
Yep.
On today's show.
Of course, in which one of them involves all of you young ones that's gonna probably be planning to take up your driving license. I guess it's a good news for you guys because you need to be very competent when you're driving. Why we are saying this? Because the Road Transport Department, the RTD, is to set a system, a testing system for learning drivers starting in April. April next year, I assume, yeah? So the new system will see reduction in the role of testers as the process will be pretty much automated. So this is going to be computerized, I assume.
Computerized, exactly.
So with this, sensors, cameras and other components will be replacing the role of testers to measure the competency of drivers. So you will not be evaluated by your cikgu, but a system that's pretty much quite rigid to ensure that you all can drive before actually getting an original driving license.
Exactly. Last time it's like what? Those tiang, right? On the ground.
Yeah.
When you want to do the side parking, you're not supposed to touch the tiangs.
Yeah,
the
poles.
Pillars. Yeah, the poles, exactly. So right now they're going to be using computerized sensors.
Yes.
So yes, no poles anymore. And that's, I think, that's a positive side to that because like she mentioned, right, this reduces the role of humans in the whole system.
Yes.
So therefore, ridding off corruption and things like that, right? And also, I think you'll feel more comfortable as well. For example, when you're there and the tester is right beside you, maybe you feel the pressure, you know?
Yeah.
But right now, if there's nobody in the car with you, maybe you don't feel so pressured. So
yeah, that's a good way to look at it. And there will be no such thing as lesen terbang or what's the other one?
Lesen kopi.
Lesen kopi. So no such thing anymore. So we hope that Malaysians will be better drivers after this system is implemented. Because we really need a lot of better drivers nowadays.
Exactly. Oh, che.
So just saying. How about the next news, Stephen?
Yeah, we're going to be talking about something that about 587 persons has become victim until mid of this year, right? January till May, 587 cases. We're talking about online fraudsters, online scams, all sorts of types of scams, bank negara scams. Okay, so the 587 cases I'm talking about is via impersonation. That's 1,001 types of scams, right? Yeah. Let's go through one by one. Impersonation is when someone calls you or, emails you. They say that they're
in trouble.
Or someone they're not.
Okay.
For example, we are Bank Negara. That's a whole load of, or phone call SMSs. That's another way of scamming. Parcels, the one where they say, I have, $2 million worth of goods to send to you from the United Kingdom. Yaga.
And I've got one before. I'm how many years old and I want to write a will, but I've got nobody close to me, so I just want to have your account details.
Maybe that was legitimate, Sophia.
Maybe no.
If you were someone not as pretty, I would have believed you, but I don't know. Yeah, you just watch out, guys.
Yes.
So there's so many types. And another type is phishing. And of course also credit card fraud. Phishing, PHISHING, is where they try to get your credit card information, your bank account information.
Yes.
They ask you to click on a link, and then the link takes you to another site that looks like, hey, this one looks like my Maybank to you site.
Exactly.
So you start keying in your password and your username, and at the other end of the host, they can see what you're typing in. But hey, you know what? That's not the official site. That's just their site.
Yes. So to also ensure this, another precaution is that whenever you type in your Maybank to you, or say for example, whatever accounts that you have, make sure it's HTTPS and not HTTP. HTTP is still quite, I think it's not secure. But HTTPS, when it's lighted in green, means you're on a secure site.
Exactly.
In case you don't know this yet. So yes, on top of that, we have a few topics to highlight today. It's quite interesting because we're going to speak to a friend of Stephen, actually,
a friend of mine,
a friend of his who's currently in Japan.
That
he's in
friend.
Japan, and guess what? He's fasting, I would say.
Fasting.
Puasaing. But
it's fasting.
It's awesome. I can't imagine how is it like having Ramadan in Japan. So that is pretty cool. And yes, top of that, we also have embracing heritage through technology. It's so contradicting, but yet it's so enticing. And we're going to get to know more about that.
Technology, right? Basically, they're selling heritage stuffs through, right?
Yeah.
And finally, we have Malaysia as a shopping heaven. Something that Sophia already knows about. In conjunction of Visit Malaysia year as well, and of course of the mega sale. And 122 days have passed for since MH370 has been lost, right?
Yes.
And the reassurance we got officially is, of course, Dato Sri Shamadin actually mentioned the search is still going on as strong as it was 100 days ago. So there you go, right? So don't worry, folks. Our heart still goes out to all the families, and the search goes on, right?
That's right. So don't go anywhere. We'll be coming back with more interesting news for all of you.
3 bintang bola sepak dunia. Koko Pas sepanjang 13 Jun hingga 14 Julai. 32 pasukan, 32 hari sambutan dengan 3 citarasa pilihan. Mari bersamba bersama Koko Pai dalam bersama meraihkan pertarungan gergasi bola sepak dunia di TV1, TV2 dan TVI. Piala Dunia FIFA 2014 bersama Koko Pai, pai coklat dengan marshmallow.
Saksikan aksi Piala Dunia di TV1, TV2 dan TVI bersama Ali Cafe yang diperkayakan dengan tongkat Ali. Mulai 13 Jun hingga 14 Julai, Ali Cafe membekalkan anda kecergasan berganda serta aksi-aksi hebat dalam setiap perlawanan bola sepak bertaraf dunia. Tunggu apa lagi? Nikmatilah setiap perlawanan bola sepak bersama dengan Ali Cafe. Ali Cafe, kuat kecergasan berganda. Anda boleh mencipta video pendek, aplikasi mudah alih atau reka portal internet yang kreatif dan inovatif. Mari sertai Liga Remaja Kreatif 2014. Jika anda pelajar sekolah menengah, tubuh 4 orang pelajar dalam satu kumpulan, cipta video, aplikasi mudah alih atau portal internet dengan bertemakan jalur lebar untuk pendidikan. Layari lrk.mcmc.gov.my. Isi borang penyertaan dan hantarkan dalam talian. Bermula 28 Mei hingga 4 Julai. Mari sertai Liga Remaja Kreatif 2014.
Kopi secara semulanya berasid. Tapi, kopiku LA Coffee memang sesuai untuk saya. Terutamanya ketika bersahur. Ia satu-satunya kopi keluarga saya.
Aroma istimewa, rasanya pun enak.
Sesuai untuk kami dan ia halal.
Untuk berbuka puasa, kopiku LA Coffee Ice memang sedap.
Saya pula suka kopiku LA Coffee yang panas.
Selamat berbuka puasa bersama kopi yang sesuai dengan anda.
3 bintang bola sepak dunia. Koko Pas sepanjang 13 Jun hingga 14 Julai. 32 pasukan, 32 hari sambutan dengan 3 citarasa pilihan. Mari bersamba bersama Koko Pai dalam bersama meraihkan pertarungan gergasi bola sepak dunia di TV1, TV2 dan TVI. Piala Dunia FIFA 2014 bersama Koko Pai, pai coklat dengan marshmallow.
Today we are hosting 20 old folks from Rumah Aktiviti Ceras Baru to come with us to join us with the Raya celebration, where we had some performances shown to them, as well as the Majlis Berbuka Puasa, which will be held at one of the restaurants at the Curve.
Beginning with the wayang kulit, the guests were thoroughly entertained by the culturally packed performances till the end. The senior citizens were also serenaded by a 4-piece irama music classical instrument recital, which provided a variety of nostalgic evergreen tunes. As part of the tradition of sharing and giving during the month of Ramadan, the guests were presented with Duit Raya by the Curve management.
The difference that we have this year, first is on our decoration itself. This year we are featuring a modern contemporary decoration where we are using kerawang as a motif, going out of the normal tradition rumah kampung and those sort of things. So basically, in terms of decorations, we are moving into a modern contemporary, as well as the performances offered to the patrons. I mean, we are hosting a performance called Budaya Raya Musical, which feature all the nice dances and performances in the Malay culture to the shoppers. In conjunction with Hari Raya, first of all, I would like to wish everyone Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri, and for those driving home, balik kampung, drive safely and take a rest if you feel too tired to drive. Thank you.
Welcome back to Hello on 2. You're enjoying your Tuesday afternoon. Though you guys are still fasting and it's probably tiring, but hey, try to cheer up because you're going to make your day much better.
Exactly. I'll tell you what's worse than puasaing in Malaysia.
What?
Puasaing overseas. Yeah, exactly. That's exceptionally more difficult because it's cold overseas. I mean, in certain places.
Yeah.
So you know what you get, right? When you get hungry. I mean, when you get cold, you get hungry.
Yes, definitely.
And not only that, getting halal food is an issue as well. So yeah, count your lucky stars.
Count your lucky stars.
Cheers.
So what we're talking about, how is it like fasting overseas, is because we've got a friend.
That's right, our one Malaysia friend.
Yeah.
Who's in Japan right now.
Yeah. He's studying, doing really good, but at the same time he's fasting, and he's on the line with us right now to share on how his experience is like in Japan fasting. So we've got
our man,
Yay.
Ben Haziq. Yep, Ben Haziq. Ben.
Hello, Ben.
Ben, you there, Ben?
Hello.
Hi.
Yo, Ben. Hi.
Selamat berpuasa, first and foremost.
There you are.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Nice guitar at the back.
Yeah.
Okay, guess he didn't hear us. But hey, Ben, maybe you can share with us, how's your experience like in Japan so far? Fasting.
By the way, this is my third year fasting here in Japan.
Okay.
I would say it's quite special here fasting in Japan. For me, who are living in Gifu here, we have quite a big Muslim community where all of us will gather at the mosque and have our iftar together. It's very international. One day we'll have Pakistani food, the next day we're going to have Arabic food, and the next day we're going to have Malaysian.
Oh.
We're going to take turns preparing
Nice.
stuff. So it's very international.
Okay, it's amazing. Nice.
Do you guys like wake up for sahur together as well?
No.
That one
Sahur is all by
personally
your own.
I see.
That's
So,
something personal.
what would you say is the most difficult part about fasting abroad? Not in Malaysia.
For me who are living here in Japan, I would say there's not much
Difference.
I guess the connection isn't all that good.
Or it's either that or it's just posing.
Maybe he's posing. Oh, he's back again.
Welcome back, dude.
Can you see me moving?
Yeah, you're moving now.
So back to the question about hardship in Japan. It's very easy here. Halal food is very easy to
that's
find.
good.
Transportation are very efficient. The hardest thing might be fasting during summer, where the hours for me to need to fast per day is much longer compared to Malaysia.
Oh yeah, you're right. The day starts early and sun sets late at night, right? Later in the day.
Exactly.
Oh.
And the heat too.
And the heat
Including
as
the
well.
And the heat. Now, we see that you have a nice guitar at the back. Do us a favor and grab it over and play something for us, will you?
Sure. No problem.
Or do you prefer to cycle the bicycle?
Well, he actually is going to play us a song.
Yay!
Wow, yay!
Good one.
Okay.
It's not a Raya song, but it's something that I rendered.
Ooh.
This song is called Thief or Pencuri by Mac Adam. and I'm gonna mix up the lyrics and stuff to give to you my own version of Pencuri.
So it's for her, for me, or for all of Malaysia now there?
For whole of Malaysia.
Oh, I wanted to be special for a while, but it's okay. We're all Malaysians. Ben, go for it.
Yeah.
So here it goes. Don't you put your pillows on the balcony, or I'll take it with me. It's the only way that I can sleep with you and dream of us two.
Yay!
Jangan senyum bila di depanku, fokusku tergendala. Kau memaksa aku menutup mata, tak sempat tutup telinga bila kau tertawa.
Right, thank you so much, Ben. That was nice. Though the line is a little bit unstable, but we can hear it. Nice strumming and a lovely voice for fellow Malaysians to miss you more.
Exactly. So what's on the menu for tonight?
That's what interesting. You do not know what you're gonna eat. Might be. I have a feeling it's gonna be biryani kambing tonight.
Oh, okay.
And you have any wishes for Malaysians who are watching or for your family members right now?
I would like to say Happy Ramadan to all Muslims in Malaysia, and have a pleasant day and a pleasant Ramadan. So,
beautiful, right? So if you don't know what to eat, remember the old saying, tepuk dada tanya selera.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ben Haziq. It's a pleasure speaking to you all the way from Japan. And yeah, thanks for your time.
Thank you. Write another song for her, huh? All right.
For me, yay. Bye, Ben.
Bye.
Have a good one, Ben. Thank you so much. See, he's trying to make you guys happy. He's strumming his guitar, though it's Ramadan. It's probably longer than now. Yeah. I think it's summer in Japan now, I think.
Is it?
If I'm not mistaken. Well, right.
She's
so
half Japanese.
I'm not half Japanese, but my baby would be. Hey, so we're going to get into our next topic. But before we get into our first topic, we're going to bring our guests. We're going to talk about the Hot Gadget segment, about this new device or line from Jabra. Yeah.
So don't go anywhere, folks.
Today we have the Jabra Sports over here, and then which is for people who are very active. They can use the Jabra Sports. It's IP54 coated, so it's great for outdoor. And we have Rox, the latest product that we have here. This is actually able to save magnet, and this is also for everyday use and can last 6 hours. And we also have the Vivo wireless here. This is for people who are serious about music, and it's wireless and can last 12 hours. Followed by the Jabra style. This is for people who actually works a lot and want to talk on their phone using a Bluetooth product and still wants to look good. NFC is actually stands for near field communication. So what does NFC do is actually you can just use your phone and tap it to communicate with another Bluetooth device. So you do not need to search to connect. The products that we're going to have at the later stage of 2014 will mainly be music products. We're also going to have some long-lasting Bluetooth products that we will be launched in probably Q3. Jabra Rox especially has won the CES Design and Innovations Award in 2014. The only reason that we can achieve such design awards for innovations is because of our R&D that is in Copenhagen. So our products are not ODM from China, but designed single-handedly by the team in Copenhagen for durability as well as simplicity in beauty.
Hi, welcome back to the Google Tip segment on Hello on 2. So today's tip is still on the Google Art project, specifically for teachers. So one of the great resources on the Google Cultural Institute site, Art project itself, is a special section on education. So this is incredibly useful for teachers who say want to introduce their students to works of art, or even to augment lessons like on geography or on history, right? So it's very easy. You just go to Google Cultural Institute, which is www.google.com/Cultural Institute. So you scroll right down to the bottom on the education section. Click on that. And then, as you can see, we have a full section of lesson plans, quizzes, worksheets that teachers can share with their students. Right, so it's divided into primary and secondary school, and we also have topics that are pre-selected, things like the Hiroshima Peace Memorial. If teachers want to teach the students about the history of Pompeii, and if teachers want to take their students on a virtual visit on the Palace of Versailles. So all of this material is available for free to all teachers on the Google Cultural Institute site. Okay, so I hope that section was incredibly useful for teachers and students. And thank you for watching this segment of Google Tips on Hello and 2. Be sure to tune in again every Tuesday at 1 p.m. for more Google Tips on Hello and 2.
So that was Google Tips, and earlier on were some highlights on the brand new one by Jabra.
Jabra, right.
So now we're going to talk about our first topic of the day.
That's right. Two ends of the world, heritage and technology. How does it get
How does it
fused?
gel? I can't even imagine. But we've got these two experts coming on board on the set with us to speak more about it. We've got the Executive Director himself of Tukul Cipta Industries, Sendirian Berhad, Mr. Abdul Munaf, Dr. Sultan. Welcome to the show. And we've got the General Manager of Karya Neka, Mr. Mansoor Abdul Latif. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome. Now, to those of our viewers out there new to the term Karya Neka, please explain to us more about Karya Neka, made in Malaysia.
Karya Neka is a very old company under the care of Malaysian Handicraft Development Corporation. It's about 30 years old. Now 32 to be exact. Yeah, 32 years old, and then has been involved in the sales and marketing of Malaysian handicraft products that are produced, locally produced. So we are entrusted, to open new market, coming up with a new platform, and find new ways or whatever to, increase sales, and that entail to more development and more production by people or the local entrepreneurs.
Right.
So that's the
Very
key function. Yeah. So in developing the market, we need to move as fast as we should, because I think so. We find it now is more challenging with the introduction, the collaboration, the integration of telecommunication, and also with all the devices, computers and telecommunication together, putting them together. So it making marketing more exciting actually, and more challenging. So the borders, it become borderless. Okay. So this is where we came up with an idea of collaboration. And for us to do it on our own, we have the limitation. And also we are lack of expertise in terms of IT experience and also knowledge. So this is where we created a program called Strategic Partnership. So with the formation of this strategic partnership, we invite organization, individuals that are interested to help us, to market our locally produced handicrafts to the world actually. So this is where we need the assistant and the what do you call it, the people with interest to help us to achieve this.
So maybe you can explain to us a little bit more on the roles of TCI in Karya Neka's new venture.
Well, TCI is coming in to enhance Karya Neka's existing platform. We have soft and hard. That means we are going on the both approaches. We are also going on, especially on online sales. We are putting in vending machines in all the strategic locations. We are planning to open stores in international cities such as London, Paris, New York, and so on.
Oh.
And then it also will be engaging with a cafe system where boutique cafe. We put it all together. We bring Malaysian cultural food and Malaysian cultural and also our food to these cities. And finally, we also do collaboration with local artists to carry our products. This is what we have come here to actually to do for Karineka.
I see. We understand that Karineka has 5 new future plans, right? Maybe you can share with us a little bit more about this.
Actually, it's a collaboration between TCI and that includes all those, basically the vending machine, the boutique, the new channel of distribution,
catalogs,
and the catalogs.
The catalog is in every hotel room.
So in fact, I think from TCI point of view, I think they're looking at Karineka as a brand. As a brand, it is an established brand, and having that 32 years of existence. So with that, I mean, they are leveraging on it, and then they are making full, use of the brand. So that it's not only about marketing of. We want to expand actually the scope. So not limiting to only certain products and all that. So that's why they came in with the idea of turning it into a boutique restaurant and all that. Okay,
I see. Now, to date, right? How much sales have been generated yearly by selling? Local
handicraft from Karineka side. It has been growing. We've been hitting about 17 million of handicraft sales a year annually.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Whoa,
that's a lot.
Nice.
But we are looking at more challenging numbers. That is 25 million for this year, 2014. Yeah. So this is why we have to move fast, and then we want to make sure that we try our best to meet the numbers. That's why the collaboration between TCI and Karineka is important.
To enhance them to become
with their technology, with their knowledge, and the most importantly is their network. They are formed by people with who are involved in the corporate and also in the international business. So this is where it really important to us, because of course we need to verify and scrutinize our partners to make sure that they can really deliver the objective.
But how is the demand like for our local products, especially in the international arena, and how do other countries perceive our beautiful handicrafts?
Yeah, in fact, we do get their attention. But I think penetrating into the foreign market, we still feel that we need, touch of the foreigners in order to make it, clearly visible and to catch their attention. Because we're talking about styling, we're talking about motifs, we're talking about design, all those. So without the support or without the engagement with the local, I would say, from the foreign countries, artisan. So that will be a great challenge to Malaysian. Okay, so this is where we also, as what Munaf mentioned, the collaboration between local artisan and also international artisan designers. So this will help us to penetrate into, because we have to localize our product, or acclimatize our product to suit the foreign market.
Yeah.
So that is key.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now, Encik Abdul Munaf, right? Apart from the world being able to log on to the internet and purchase Malaysian handicraft online via Karineka, we also have a mobile app, right?
Yes.
Tell us more about that smart app.
Well, the mobile app is a lot more focused on the local artists.
Local artists?
Yep. Namely that we're working on is Nilofa, and we've got a few other artists that inline.
Okay.
Every 6 months, I think we come up with a new set of artists to promote, where instead of they become ambassadors, now they also engage in the designing of the brand, the clothing lines, and also the design wear. So it becomes direct involvement by them. So when they carry these products, the fans not only get a chance to see the products worn by them or preferred by them, they also get to engage in their actual lifestyle. So through these apps, we also collaborate Karineka, Groupon, Fashion Valley, which are also our partners in promoting the whole brand as a conclusive brand.
Well, of course, for Karaneka's step after being established for 30 years, they're coming into this digital era, they're involved with other online platforms and even an app itself. So are you expanding your reach towards other target segments to the younger generation?
Yeah, actually that's the reason we are engaging the youngsters through the online stores, through technology, because I think the youngsters, the adolescents, they're much closer to technology.
Yep.
So that's why TCI is composed by many young talent. So only they understand, the needs and wants of the youngsters. So that's why working from their perspective. So it's important for us because we have to do a lot of adjustment actually in terms of the product, especially we are talking about fashion. We're talking about daily use. We're talking about things like gift and souvenirs that attracted the youngsters. We know that we have to do a lot of research and development in order to suit the needs of the young.
I see. Yeah. Now, help us grasp a little bit more, right? From what we know, handicraft is selling hot overseas via Karaneka, and you also mentioned about the young, liking our things. So, what sort of a product is the best-selling product? Handicraft mobile phone covers?
I don't know. Actually, our best-selling product among the youngsters?
Okay.
Still, I think it's the apparel, batik apparel.
Oh.
The shirt. Blouses, by the ladies and the men's shirt and all that. This is even in our stores in the KLIA, in airport and in KLIA. So still, the tourists, young and old, they're still looking for our batik.
I see.
Batik still is our number one best-selling product.
Yeah, amazing. What are your plans forward in the future, maybe just till end this year or coming into next year? Once that now you've really established yourself with alongside TCI to go online, any other plans to share with us?
Yeah, actually we have the intention in the process of discussing with one of the UK known designers. Yeah, because we are looking at London Fashion Week as our next platform. This is our ambition. This is where we want our product, homegrown Karaneka, to be on the London Fashion Week platform. So this is where we start working with the designers. And if I can mention the name, it's Zandra Rhodes. Yeah, we are in the process of getting some understanding about her design, her styling, and all that. So with that, I think we hope to be there in 2015.
We all hope so too. Making Malaysians proud. So any messages from yourself, maybe from TCI?
Well, all I can say is log on to karanekastore.my and see the range of Malaysian artworks being produced and also displayed. And we'll be populating more products in the next 6 months. Our target to have approximately 1,500 line of products.
1,500 line of products. Wow.
Okay. Now, just curious, right? What are the menu? What are the food or drinks offered at the cafe? And
it's going to be a very typical, original Malaysian food.
Nasi lemak confirmed there.
I think that you can find a lot of nasi lemak there. We're going to go with lempeng and more streamlined Malay or Malaysian food, just to show the roots of original taste bud from Malaysia.
Cool. Now, any message from Cik Mansur?
From me, we're still asking for support from local especially, to give their full support for Malaysian-made handicraft. Because of the intense competition between the neighboring countries, so we still feel that Malaysian can still offer the best. Okay, so that's why when we compete, and we are competing not on price, we are competing on quality. So we assure that our entrepreneurs, the craft entrepreneurs, produce the best not only for Malaysia but for the world.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much for joining us today. And all of you, don't wait anymore. If you're on your phones, on your laptop, on your tablets, check out the website now. Check out Karaneka and how amazing it is. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
So we're going to move on to more of the Raya feel, because we've got some collections for you to have a look at in conjunction to the coming Hari Raya.
That's
so
right.
this is going to be from Bernard Chandran, and it is in our hot fashion segment.
Nando's 2014 Art Initiative witnessed the finest creative minds set up to the plate and produce mesmerizing masterpiece. This annual art initiative with the theme Alive is the year's biggest competition, with 448 submissions consist over 40 colleges and universities, which also contributed to 362 fine arts, 150 digital arts, and 36 graffiti, mural or street art submissions. Each and every category came to find their own winner towards the end of the day, as they were judged by diverse and distinguished panel of judges. Nando's 2014 Art Initiative has served as a stepping stone for young aspiring artists to make a name for themselves. Izzat bin Aziz, a fine art artist, emerged to fame through numerous victories and prizes won in art competitions, including his recent achievement as Grand Prize winner in the Nando's Art Initiative 2013. His winning piece, called Sembang Sembang, won him a fully sponsored solo exhibit to launch his career in the arts. In this collection, Izzat positions the keris as the main medium in highlighting his message. In the Malay customs, the keris plays a pivotal role, be it in the upper or lower class of the society. Nonetheless, the perspective intended to be highlighted here is the exploitations of these otherwise beautifully crafted weaponry in deviating people towards the desecration of their faith.
The thing women have yet to learn is nobody gives you power, you just take it. Roseanne Barr's very wise words. Perhaps nothing says it more than a collection that brings focus to women empowerment and highly salutes ladies of our community who lead, nurture, and raise our next generation. The Bernard Chandran women are confident, fashion-forward, successful, yet humble and extremely desirable.
Petang Raya is for Hari Raya, and at the same time also is, as I said just now, is like widely used, because Malaysian women, as Chinese, Indian and Malay or others, they also use traditional wear for many events. I guess that you want to be different, so that's why I think it's the best thing to have this. And as I said again, the first thing when I talk about my country, I think in fashion they also would like to look what the ladies widely use, you know, even official or non-official or things like that. So I think all our race who always have any Indian, Chinese or Malay, they always have a Malay outfit, but what kind of Malay outfit? So that's the reason why that's what Bernard Chandran exists, and constantly updating the traditional Malay wear. This year we play a very important role, that we use linen, leather, and of course some of the silk trimming and things like that. Yeah, and the very modern embellishment, geometrical, and at the same time even the print very geometrical.
Modernizing the traditional kurung and kabaya were among Chandran's early interests. A fascination to constantly push the boundaries and not rest on the comfort laurels has led to evolutionary contemporary results year on year. Aesthetically gasping with an international flavor, this is the outcome of raising the bar in traditional designs and combining with cutting-edge urban aesthetics. Tailoring with a carefully engineered cut and craft, precisely what Chandran is known for. Leather and linen are choice fabrics. Block and pop colors dominated the palette of the collection.
Hola.
Some suggestions?
Some suggestions, some ideas on how you want your baju raya to look like this year. You can always go and search for some designs from Bernard Chandran's website.
That's
I'm
right.
sure he has one, right?
And
So yes.
yeah, if we have any foreigners watching our show right now, you already know that Malaysia is a shopping heaven.
Yes.
Which is why you're here.
Yeah,
that's
nice one.
Yeah, that's the topic that we're going to be talking about.
Yes.
No prizes for guessing that Malaysia is a shopping heaven.
Definitely.
And of course, let's have a chat with the head secretary for Shopping Malaysia, Malaysia Tourism Promotion. That's with us right here today, Encik Ramzi Abu Yazid. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And also a fashion designer himself. This is Kun Hui. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for joining us.
We like your style.
I know. I like your specs.
Just simple black.
I'm just going to copy you after this.
I like your fringe of the pants. Whatever you call it.
See? You're getting your fashion inspiration just by looking at him, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
You're doing well with the orange pants, so it's okay. It's good.
Ah, man.
Maybe we can start with KL Fashion Week 2014 has always been one of the most anticipated, most successful events, fashion events of the year.
Yes.
So what's your opinion on this and how much it's been progressing in so many years?
Well, KL Fashion Week this year was extremely good, and we received very good review from the designers, from the fashion industry, personnels, from the audience itself,
customers,
and also we received very good coverage in terms of people coming to the event. Easily for 5 days that they have coordinated the event, it was full with fashion enthusiasts, and we were quite surprised that it attracted a genre of designers coming down, and fashion designers who are very into it, making the event a very successful event. You have Kawita Sidhu, you have Tom Abasafi, you have Kun Hui here also, and Rizal Man, and many other top designers in Malaysia portraying or showing their designs. So it was well received, and has placed Malaysia, or KL Fashion has placed Kuala Lumpur as a very vibrant destination. And this is very important for the tourist segment, whereby when the tourist comes in, they would like to look into activities that is in the city. And it's very happening.
Happening indeed.
Yes.
You're seeing the photos right now.
Oh,
right.
Yes.
Yeah, talking about the Globe Shopper Index, right? They have already ranked Kuala Lumpur as a major shopping city.
Yes.
How do you think that KL Fashion Week actually contributed to this ranking?
As I mentioned just now, the ranking is based on several aspects, and one of the aspects is that it looks at the city in terms of attractiveness, in terms of value for money, in terms of facilities. So we scored very high on that, and also we scored the highest point for being. We have 3 biggest shopping mall in the region. So that gave us a lot of points, and we are top or placed second in that perspective.
Right.
And KL Fashion Week has contributed a lot, because as I mentioned just now, the activities done will attract tourists, will attract fashion designers, and especially within the region itself. So it's a very important event for the tourism segment.
Kun Hui, as an established designer, being in the fashion industry for many years, how have you seen? How do you think that the KL Fashion Week has contributed so much. How does it contribute to you in your career path?
I mean, as a designers, we need a platform
Yes.
to showcase our latest collections. So KL Fashion is one of, for me, I'm thinking that's one of very good platforms for the designers, for the young designers especially, because they need a stage for them to showcase for the collection. So it's very a good platforms. Yeah.
Now, how do you think that we can put Malaysia as the number one shopping heaven in the world?
Not two, but number one.
That's right. Yeah. Is it possible, and how can we do it? Yeah.
Let's put it this way. Malaysia has its own strengths.
Okay.
And one of the strengths that places Malaysia as top shopping destination is value for money. So, value for money means that the infrastructure, the design itself, the facilities, and the what do you call it? The cost of the item is very competitive. And that's why we see that we are voted one of the best shopping destination. And if you can see tourists who comes to the country from China, from Indonesia, or within the region, if you see they buy, it's not by a bag, but 3 or 4 bags.
So that's trolley bags. Yeah, they just carry backpacks.
And then just with the retailers offering branded goods, designers clothing and so on, that appeals, and that's why we are one of the best shopping destination.
But what's your opinion on this? I mean, most Malaysians all the years they've probably been like looking up for like international designers out of our country. But now that people like you who are really good, who are bringing out the designs and everything that you have into the mainstream, how do you think that people has been perceiving the Malaysian designers' artwork or masterpieces?
I'll start first. I believe the industry and the people itself have already there's a change of trend, and designers like Tom Selfie, they have huge followers. And for instance, outlets such as British India, it's Malaysian owned, has a very trendy and a very good collective of Malaysian apparels.
Okay.
So there is a very big following in this segment. Maybe Pung Hui wanted to add.
I think as a designer's view, it's very encouraging compared with just started probably like 10 years ago.
Okay.
So it's changed. Even though like our locals clients, they change their mind, like they feel or they see the local design actually can do very well, like in terms of the quality of fabrics, workmanship, the cuttings and everything. So it's very encouraging.
That's amazing to know. Good job, Malaysians.
Exactly.
Yay.
So to parents out there who's watching right now, right? What advice do you have for them, right? Because they might have a son or daughter out there wanting to go to the local designers industry. So what do you have to say to these parents, right?
I think first of all, if the children really like what they are doing, then they should support, because I remember long time ago when I just started, one of my parents disagree what I'm doing.
But they want you to be a doctor.
Yes, true. Parents' dream. So after I go through all the whole journey, I feel like you should encouraging them, because if you really like what you're doing, when you're facing any problems or whatever difficulty, you can go through it because you really love what you are doing.
Did you further your studies in Malaysia itself, or did you go overseas?
Yeah, in Malaysia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So see, our Malaysian institutions are also growing or putting up amazing Malaysian designers as well. Nice.
Good one.
Really making Malaysians proud. So, for the recent Kuala Lumpur Fashion Week, how many people were there? I mean, in estimation of over the whole week, do you have any figures?
Wow, I think an average of what, 500 per night. So my nights is what?
I think 500 per show.
Per show.
I think
per show. Sorry,
per show.
per show. So there's 3 shows per day.
Almost four show per day.
So 2,000 packs per day.
So it's about 8,000 for 4 or 5 days.
Oh.
Or 10,000.
It's very good turnout.
Very, very good turnout. And not only that, we have from the Malaysians who coming in, we have also from Indonesia who follows this KL Fashion Week. So there are a number of people who comes here from that market segment.
All right. Now, let's take a short break. And don't worry, right? We will be back with more questions for these folks right here today.
So don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short little break. Come back really soon.
Down beautiful Malaysia, feel refreshed and enjoy the blue skies. The best place to be for you and me, Malaysia, truly Asia. Celebrating one Malaysia, enjoy new experiences. People smiling, sharing, caring, the best place to be.
So that was something to make you a little bit more patriotic on a Tuesday afternoon.
Yes, welcome back from the break. She needed to use the washroom.
What?
So
Me?
we had to roll that video.
Putting it on me. Why?
This is just a joke. So welcome back. We're still with the folks right here today. Head Secretariat Shopping Malaysia Tourism Promotion in Cik Ramzi, Abu Yazid, and also the fashion designer right here with us, Kun Hui.
Yay!
Now let's of course ask Kun Hui. Do you design for men?
Not yet at the moment.
Which brings us to the next question.
Sorry, Stephen.
Why? You know, all our fashion designers are just designing for ladies.
I think when I started, that's my dream to create a clothes for women when I started. But after a while, like when you're in the industry for certain time, I think menswear is quite interesting to wear as well. But I'm looking into it, but not now.
You can use me as a
sure, definitely.
Take measurements.
Right, so maybe since you've been in the industry for so long and you are getting into designing for men. So from your observation, how has the shopping trend been like? What kind of fashion pieces that Malaysians are
looking
really fond of? What do they like?
Yeah, I think first of all, because of the weather, you can't do so many layers.
Yeah.
And second is the fabrication we have to choose. It's really like to suit our climate. Like more natural fiber. Yeah, and the trend, I think, we always keep it as simple as always keep it as classic and simple. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, very briefly, right, Encik Ramzi, how far back is Malaysian fashion industry, compared to Paris and
Milan?
Yeah. London.
That's a very tough question for me to answer because we started off as a shopping secretariat and now we are going into fashion. But nonetheless, I believe we are making inroads. We are making inroads into the fashion industry. And with Kung Hui here and so many of the designers, I believe like just now we saw Bernard Chandran, nice fashion and so on. So we are making inroads into the fashion industry. To compare with Milan and Paris, they are the fashion houses. They are the players, and for us to be there, because recently we went to Paris to promote our clothing and our apparels, and there was a very good response towards it. So hopefully in the years to come, moving ahead, that Malaysia, within the destination itself, would be a fashion hub. Yeah. So we hope that it will move towards that. Especially when we have KL Fashion Week, we have the support of the industry, the designers, fashion enthusiasts, and so forth. So it's a big segment.
Yeah, fantastic.
Amazing. Now to highlight the final important piece of the whole interview for our viewers. Any messages that you'd like to convey?
Any website?
First of all, I must thank Hello1 for inviting me and Kun Hui.
Pleasure.
And KL Fashion Week is something new, and I hope that the audience would be able to see more of these events. And the next one will be the launching of the year-end sale, whereby we will be having the also KL Fashion Week, and we hope that audience today will be able to see it in the coming months in November.
All right. Now, any website?
Facebook message.
I mean, feel honoured to be a part of KL Fashion Week, and of course, we supported from tourism. So as a designers,
amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and all the best. And of course, you've been doing a great, amazing job
promoting Malaysia.
Fashion Week.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go, folks. Tuesday's edition of Hello1
That's right.
I hope you learned a few things. Watch out for online scams. Apparently, something new we learned today.
Correct.
If you receive a phone number, it looks authentic, like Bukit Aman's phone number lah. Don't be misled. Apparently, they can mimic the phone numbers nowadays using internet, voice over internet protocol. So, that call might not be a call.
Just be wary and vigilant when you receive these kind of things, because you may never know if it ever were to hit you, right? So thank you so much for joining us today. We hope that we've managed to make your Tuesday Puasa Day happier. And we look forward to see you the same time, same place tomorrow, as well as Thursday.
That's right, folks. Selamat berpuasa to our folks who's fasting. Good one. Good go. Way to go. Till then.
A good one, Sophia.
Stefan. See you guys.
Makes me reminisce what it meant growing up with Ramadan as a kid. My homies buying up the corner store. Now latest quarter waters. We break it 8, but it's 3:45. They got jokes like, oh yeah, he's fasting. Something about blessings, heaven everlasting. Asking like your feds up on me. Like, dude, let me ask you for real. Is you hungry? My hunger for the day when the sins on my slate be as empty as the food on my plate. And if you got jokes, man, here's a taste. Take a little fastest breath to the face. Vibrations, more donations, dinner invitations, many supplications. Good behavior means better reputations. Don't start nothing, no provocations. No fighting, no argumentation. From the fitness and the drama, take a vacation. Mosque is packed with a huge congregation. Some just come as an annual visitation. Some just come for the hum of the recitation. Memorization of revelation. Less temptation and more contemplation. Getting ready for the Eid celebration. Shake a lot of hands, giving salutations. Salam alaikums, peace upon the nation. The world is one, forget the segregation. Another Ramadan, congratulations.